What's up, everyone? How you doing? My name is Larry, the TOPT host of the TOPT podcast, and I am back with another One Piece anime episode live reaction. I am very excited to see this episode. We were introduced to Loki last episode, and I felt like that went really hard, yo. So I'm excited for this episode. I just want to jump right into it. If you do not know, too, since this video is edited, I do have my unedited and uncut video in my Patreon. So if you go to the video description below, you will definitely see that link. Okay? Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, we gotta skip this. We gotta skip this. I'm not into this. I'm not into this. Alright, Loki from Rip. The Sun God. Loki. Excited for this. A dangerous deal. Loki of the underworld and Luffy. Woo! We're about to get into it, man. He looks great. He's the same size as Orange Jr., by the way. He looks great, bro. Look at him, man. Look at Luffy. It's so crazy. I kind of forgot what their full conversation was about before this. Like, not before this, but during the manga, I forgot like almost the entire conversation. Oh, he's excited to be on Elbaf. That's right. He's like, we on Elbaf, baby! So we were right. This is Elbaf. We've always dreamed of coming here since Little Garden. Little Garden, brother. Oh, so big. This was like the first 100 episodes of the anime, I believe, when we went to Little Garden. It was like episodes like what, 40 to 60, maybe? I wonder if Usopp will realize where we are. What's up, this tree? Oh yeah, Luffy just starts spouting non-stop and Loki gets so frustrated because of it. I've never seen that many giants. It was totally mind-blowing. Hey. Loki's so sensitive, bro. Literally the most sensitive guy. Is that a polar bear? Oh no, that's Big Bad Wolf. And these are the people. I think these are the regular humans. They're like trapped there in the underworld. Hey. Luffy's had so many great shots in the anime so far. I am the Sun God. Don't speak without my leave, human. Now answer me. What do you make of all of this? Loki, Elbaf's accursed prince, special government bounty, 2.6 billion berries. What do I make of it? You're chained up? He's like, you catch on quickly. No one enjoys being chained up, including me. I'm hoping to be freed. I've been here for 6 years. Nani? Elbaf is a big place, bro. The Jewel Tree Atom, a tree that is Warland itself. And these chains are made of sea prism stones. I feel weak. I can't break free. He called her Roddy. And then Luffy lays back with his hands behind his head and he's like, it's Luffy. Meanwhile, Luffy does this to every single character we've ever seen. That's so funny. You unchain me. I wipe out a pirate group of your choice, leaving nothing behind. How's that? The key should be somewhere in the village. Luffy's not even bothered by Loki. The lowest level of Elbaf. Luffy just gets up, walks straight to the animals, and then he's gonna make friends of them immediately. They are huge, bro. They are monstrous beings. These animals are so much bigger than the island Luffy was trapped on with all the other animals. But this proves how strong Luffy is now. Dig the snow anywhere around here, and the bones of giants and humans will come tumbling out. These mountains have stood for tens of thousands of years. In our mythology, this place is called the First World. Before we learned about the Elbaf mural, that's a very interesting line. So Elbaf has literally been here since the First World. It is a world where the sun has died, you foolish human. I don't know what brought you here to these snowy mountains, but you'd better watch out for the savage beasts. Each of these mountains has a ruler, and they have been my friends since I was a kid. Since you were a baby, actually. So for those that do not know and have only been watching the anime, this is not spoiler at all. If you go back to the Shiki movie, where Luffy fights Shiki and Nami gets kidnapped by Shiki, Shiki's plan was to mass produce very, very large animals in a way. He was having like the clown scientists like figure it out. That was basically Oda messing with the idea of like Caesar and Kaido. But those same animals in the drawings that they had for the movie, these are the same animals that are here. Which is why people believe Shiki was going to come to Elbaf or already be on Elbaf. He's like, yo, take my deal, and if not, you're gonna be eaten alive. You have no choice. This takes me back. It does, doesn't it? And then you see like the normal regular humans that are the same size as Luffy. You know what they look like? They look like that Final Fantasy character. The green guy that usually has a hoodie and a knife, and he's like impossible to beat most times unless you're high level. Those small ones are humans who tried to mess with Elbaf. They're nothing but walking corpses, merely clinging to life by wearing sticky clothes to avoid being eaten by the beasts. You gotta love Luffy. He literally is going over there to tame them. Every single one of them. And he's gonna do it in like a glance too. He's not even freaked out. Yeah, I don't want to get knocked out just like the other day. Who could have predicted he'd show up here? The Emperor, red hair Shanks. And look at, they're all good. Like the one bear is trying to give him honey. We did, but this scene is a bit too distracting to focus. What on earth is he? He tamed the rulers of the mountains? Wait a minute. Who the hell is this pipsqueak? Tell me about Shanks. Shanks was here? Oh yeah, Luffy immediately goes Gear 4. Wasted no time. None. Loki's like, yo, he just attacked out of nowhere. What the hell is going on? Hold on a second, I was just joking. That was so cool. That was probably the best Gear 4 transformation I think I've seen. The way it was animated and drawn is amazing. Say that again and I'll slam you into that tree. He didn't just come to see you, did he? Is he still in Elbaf? He's so concerned. Sebastian hated this in the manga. Hated it. He did not like the fact that Luffy was so gung-ho on like Shanks. Why would I tell you for free? Luffy gets so annoyed by people who just happen to always want to like be selfish, and he's so selfless sometimes. This is so cute. I love all these little mid transitions. They're really good. They haven't made it up yet. That's right. Facts. Just ignore him, Chopper. Oh, they feel people are on the bridge. It's shaking. It's Roto. I don't know who it is, but his body is charred. Like he was struck by lightning. Ew, Nami bodied him. Oh, and they're carrying the Straw Hat ship. Yeah, you gotta protect the ship. Oh, look at Usopp's courage coming out. Now the bridge is not a problem for him. It must be up there. I'm pretty sure Roto sees them. Then we go back to the underworld. Alright, we caught a moose. Rudin, captain, new giant warrior pirate. There goes Stanson. I know Straw Hat and his gang are gonna love this. But it's heavy. How are we gonna carry it? Rudin's like, bro, we're just gonna put this on our backs, bro. Imagine trying to carry a deer on your shoulders, bro. They're talking about a moose. Deers are heavy as hell too. But a moose? Sheesh. Lawrence had such a huge issue. He was like, yo, these weak giants can't even carry that. I was like, bruh, what are you talking about? The new giant warrior pirates, a self-proclaimed affiliate of the Straw Hats. A part of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, by the way. The next generation of young warriors after Dorian Brogy. Led by Haruden, the captain. Stanson, the shipwright. Roto, the navigator. Hamburg. Oh, Goldberg. I love the shield. And then Gerd, the ship doctor. The private group consists of these 5 members. Off the coast of Elbaf. This is Dorian Brogy. Oh yeah, she gets a haircut. Alright, Robinson. Yes, go ahead. It's so nice that Brooke is willing to do it. Such a sweet guy, brother. And she trusts him too. Look at Bonnie looking all cute. Jinbei's never saw Robin's first look unless he saw her like in her wanted poster. She's back to her old look just for Saul. Just so Saul can remember her. Because she's so afraid her hair's changed, he's not going to remember. You got some skills, Brooke. That haircut takes me back, really. To Water 7, when he first saw her. This panel we're about to see, this panel was like, it literally was like the panel right before. There was so many legendary panels before Elbaf came into the position that it's in right now. Like, I don't think we've had panels like that ever since. There's just so many. There's just so many to go around. He's so pretty. Her animation's going crazy right now. When she first met Saul on the beach. I see. So that's the haircut you had back when you were with Saul. That makes him so happy. That'll make him so happy. That's how you looked when we met, Robin. Yeah. At Ennis Lobby. Frankie, why are you crying already? He's so emotional. What a fun crew. So good. Hey guys, look. And then they see Elbaf. You get a different shot of Elbaf this time. That's our island. We made it. I've always had like a little theory in my head that there's a castle for each realm. At the bottom realm, which is the underworld, there's a castle. In the sun world, there's a bigger castle. And then we have the heaven realm. And we don't know anything about the heaven realm at the moment. But if there is a heaven realm, if I follow the consistency, there's probably a bigger castle up there too. It'd be interesting to know that there was probably 3 different types of rulers on Elbaf, but there was one king, you know? It's huge, the Giants' Island. What a spectacular sight. Sukeno! You don't have a heart, bro. We'll raise a toast. So beautiful. Oh yeah, this is I forgot her name. Saul collapsed and isn't moving. Anji. Yeah, listen, this was an episode. I really loved the Luffy and Loki scene. I think I'm starting to realize something. Would it have been better to do 2 chapters in 1 episode? I'm starting to realize like maybe that should have probably... I think it was definitely taken into consideration. But the way it's moving, it's basically 1 chapter per episode. That's not going to happen long term. I hope not. Our biggest issue with the anime has always been the pacing of the anime. And it was always pacing in points where it was like too much paneling. There was a lot of time being wasted. You know, things of that nature. Like the filler wasn't adding to it. It was basically like passing time. But now it's like, instead of getting the filler, we're getting these elongated moments from the manga. And since it's 1 per chapter, it's not hitting the way I thought it would, you know? There's still like a pacing issue. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm complaining again, but I feel like there is a pacing issue. The episode was definitely like going according to, again, what the manga was at the moment. And the manga wasn't exciting. There was some moments of it that made you feel a specific type of way, but it wasn't like on the nose where it's like, oh yeah, this is really good and entertaining. These are just build-ups, you know, and it's going to be building up for a little bit until we start getting more. Right now, I would say the episode was edited beautifully. Beautifully. It's by far some of the best animation I've seen. I think the content itself happens to be a little boring, and I think it's following suit with that. So I would say this is about a 7.1 episode, and I feel like that's kind of harsh. But it's not inaccurate. It could have been better. I just didn't feel much from it, you know? Like it's exciting. We're learning, we're figuring things out, but maybe it needs to move along a little faster. I don't know. It's a very much different pacing than it was when the first episode of this season came out. There was so much that was happening. Granted, the material was great, but it just made it feel better for me, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to complain. That's the one thing I don't want to do. I do want to say like the episode was really nice for what it was. It really was. I think they're doing the best that they can with what they got and the material that they have. They're definitely doing the best that they can. So I have no issue with that. Yeah, but I'm gonna say like a 7.1 for this episode. Maybe drop to like a 7. Maybe even a 6.9. I'm like thinking in those ranges right now. But the animation was a 10 out of 10. The music was a 10 out of 10. The special moments that were in this chapter were 10s out of 10. You get what I'm saying? Like generally overall the episode itself, quality wise, was 10 out of 10. I just think that the material is just so damn boring right now. So but other than that, guys, if you want to watch this raw and uncut, go to my Patreon in my video description below. You'll be able to hear everything and watch it with me. If not, just like the video if you can, subscribe if you haven't, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you. I will be issuing out the slime reaction videos next. I think I'm going to do 2 episodes of slime. Okay? And I will see you later. Ciao.